Hey, welcome in and thank you for joining this playthrough of Marvel Champions the card game in which Colossus in the Justice aspect will be taking on Magog. This series is based on the perfect matchup videos from Get Up and Game, so go ahead and check out Josh's videos and I will link that below. Alright, so let's take a look at our deck and setup here. We are facing off against Magog, who is fun. He has a new shtick to Marvel Champions in general, where instead of just defeating him to win the game, you are collecting ratings tokens. And so we come in as the challengers, he's the champion, and when you defeat him, you get ratings counters. And then to defeat him in solo, you need 10 of those. So it's a fun time. He comes in with the Magog set, the standard set, and then we also get one modular set from the Mojo pack, which could be one of 6 items. And then we are taking a look at Colossus. So we have Colossus here. He's interesting. He, we'll see, is not my favorite hero, but I still love him nonetheless. He uses tough cards, so that's his thing. So that was a fun mechanic to play with and a cool idea from the creators. So he's Pyotr Rasputin on this side, and yeah, you just flipping down is important to him because you can flip back up and get that those tough status cards. In his deck, he has a great ally in Shadowcat who helps with thwart. He does not have a lot of thwarting. And here's where it gets to why Colossus is fun, but he has a couple cards that are so vital to him being good. That is this Iron Will, where he gets an extra thwart, but after you discard Tufts, you get to draw a card. Titanium Muscles, where you get to exhaust it for resources. And then these Organic Steels, which replenish the Tuft. If you're not getting good use out of these cards, it makes the game pretty tough. But when you are, things like Made of Rage, which gives you a ton of attack, or Steel Fist are pretty cool cards. So with this deck, this is card for card the solo Colo deck from Villain Theory, and I'll link that below. Villain Theory kind of is, if he doesn't set the standard, he's one of the standard setters for just incredible decks in Marvel Champions. So we'll start out by looking at the allies here. We have Marvel Girl, Professor X, Ironheart, Angel, Blindfold, and Wiccan. And then for those allies, we have things like mission trainings to set up with them so we can get that extra thwart. We have Skilled Investigator, Honorary X-Men. I really never use honorary cards, but it is pretty cool to get that extra hit point out for the players, and then you get to at least get a card down on the table that's not taking up space in your deck. Overwatch, great Justice card. Under Surveillance is one of the goats. It just saves me from so many sticky situations. And then we have a Deft Focus as well, because a lot of his cards are superpowers. And then for the events, there's Clear the Areas, Stealth Strikes, and Limitless Stamina, which is a great card with Colossus. And then lastly, we just have our 3 resource cards. So yeah, we will get started in a moment here. All right, so let's get started here. The first thing we have to do is pick which encounter set we're going to start with from the Mojo set. So we have a die here. We're going to go 1 through 6 and roll. And rolled off the page here, but it is 6. So we are going to get Sitcom. All right, so a bunch of obligations coming in this game. We will put these away. We're going to shuffle Sitcom into Mojo's here, and we'll shuffle our obligation. We've already flipped over the Melee and the Mojo Zeum scheme and put one on it. That's the only thing that happens. The only thing it says is to put our environments into play, and they're both on the booing side. So we will shuffle these and get going here. So we're gonna shuffle our deck and draw 6 cards. We will draw a Organic Steel, Overwatch, Limitless Stamina, Made of Rage, Steel Fist, and an Honorary X-Men. All right, so we have 1 Organic Steel. Looks like we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we want to keep the Organic Steel. We won't need an Honorary X-Men Steel Fist is kind of nice, but so is Made of Rage, so is Limitless Stamina. We know we don't want an Overwatch, so we'll go get an Organic Steel. We have one to put in. We'll keep the Made of Rage. Get rid of a Steel Fist for now and keep Limitless Stamina. See what else we can draw. So we are going to draw into a Stealth Strike, another Made of Rage, and Piotr's Studio. Cool. So not exactly what we were looking for, but let's see. We can use our setup ability to go find now a copy of Organic Steel, and we will probably might get both of them in, or at least hold on to one of them for the next time. There's our second copy. So we're going to shuffle this up and get going here. So I don't think there's anything to do in Alter Ego. There is Piotr's Studio, but let's think. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we might just use one. Yeah, so we're going to flip up. We do want to get both of these into play. He gets a tough status upon flipping up, so we'll put that here. We will, oh man, it's going to be not the exact turn I want to do, but we'll exhaust a Stealth Strike in Piotr's Studio to bring in one Organic Steel. Bring that down, put 2 onto here, and then we will, yeah, heck, we'll get another one in. We could, or if we didn't, we would attack Made of Rage once. We can ready him to attack again and already knock down Magog. Yeah. I'll hang on to this Organic Steel. And then we will attack for our base of 2. And I'm going to play a Made of Rage and add 6 to that attack. I'm going to discard a Tough and then exhaust the Organic Steel to bring that Tough back. So that does 6 plus 2, so 8 damage. Goes on to Magog. He's down to 2. Where are we? Down to 2. We'll use Made of Rage for Limitless Stamina to ready and just attack again and knock him down. So we're knocking him down already. We will get, I believe, 3 counters and then 1 face down and counter card. Yeah, why not? Let's start out fast here. So that was fun. We're going to hang on to this Organic Steel. Ready up and continue on here. So I will draw 3 more cards with Bulletproof Protector. That is cool. We will get another Limitless Stamina and we'll get the Iron Will. Okay, so that's great to see. Oh wow, cool. So we come over to Magog. This gets 2 each time, so we're going to go up to 3 here. We'll just do 3. He is going to attack, and we will let that come in. So he's going to be attacking for 2 plus 3, 4. So he's attacking for 4. We lose our Tough. We exhaust our first Organic Steel here, and then get our Tough back. And then we get 2 encounter cards. So our first one is going to be, the villain schemes. We don't want to see that. So he's scheming for 1 plus 1. So that is 2. This goes up to 5 here out of 6. That's okay. This can pop a few times. That goes up to 5. We get our second counter card, which is Caught Off Guard, which, okay, whew. Fortunately, we didn't have that Iron Will down, so we discard an upgrade. But this gains Surge because we can't do that, which surges into my favorite card in the game. Watch Me Play. Ooh, it has an insight of 3. I didn't realize that. So this scheme will pop, but if we look up a rule, we are confused. So let's not look up any rules. We'll keep that up here. And this goes and pops. This 3 should have come down on us. My bad. And then the 2 goes on the champion from this popping. And that gets wiped out. And it comes back over to us. So let's think about what we want to do here. Bulletproof Protector. We could simply go and get 2 tough status cards, but we may be flipping down and flipping back up anyway, so that might not be that useful. Yeah, you know what? I think I am just simply going to play these 2 to get our Iron Will down. We have a Thwart 2, but more importantly, after a tough status card is discarded, we draw a card. I am going to go ahead and just attack for 2, which brings us down to 8, brings Magog down to 8, and I'm going to flip down and hang. When I do that, I get to put a card back into our deck. I'm going to go ahead and we lost our 2 Made of Rages. You know, Organic Steel is the smart one to put in, but Magog's kind of someone you want to rush. So I'm going to do Made of Rage and see if we can't just keep getting these ratings tokens here. Alrighty, so besides, we already have this Organic Steel, so we're going to ready up. We are going to draw up to 6, so we have Organic Steel, Clear the Area, Mission Training, Wiccan, Under Surveillance, and Stealth Strike. Wow, so not a ton of the cards I wanted to see, but we will make it work. And we are going to come over to Magog, put 2 onto the main scheme here. He's going to scheme for 1 plus, oof, so he's scheming for 4? No way. Or he's scheming for 3 plus 1, which is 4. That's bananas. So this is going to pop again. This goes up by 2 more. And that's simply what happens there. Fortunately, he's still just at 4. And we will draw our encounter card. We have, so we are stunned. And right now, the champion has more than the challengers. So that is bananas. So we take 2 damage. Oh my goodness. So we're going to lose our tough, but we're going to take 4 damage if there are more ratings. 4 damage if there are more ratings on the challengers than on the champion. We can place ratings on the champion to reduce. Do we want to hang on to our tough and just give him 6? No, we don't want to do that. Okay, so we're going to lose this tough, which is a bummer. And that's fine. We just took the 2 damage. Sorry about that. So we're stunned. That's definitely unfortunate, but we will come back to our turn here. Good job, Magog. Let's see what we have. That only happens hero when things are discarded. So let's see. We have nothing on the scheme now, so clear the area won't mean anything for this turn, nor will mission training. Yeah, it's going to be not an exciting turn here, but we're going to play 2 to get down Organic Steel. And that comes in with 2 counters on it. We're going to flip up and get our tough card. We're going to attack to get rid of stunned. And let's see. And we could throw a Wiccan in, but I might use, Yep, we're going to use a Under Surveillance to bring this now up to a 10 limit, and that's going to help us a ton. And let's see, so that basic turn there, but it's what we have. So we're going to ready. And that's that. I would have liked more exciting stuff, but Magog had a good turn. So we're going to draw 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we get, sweet, an energy, a clear the area, a blindfold, and a mission training. Oh man, okay, so not a lot of attack that we're drawing. Hopefully Iron Will get us something here. So Magog comes over to here. We add 2 to the scheme. He's going to attack. We are going to take it. He's attacking for 2 plus 0. So 2 comes in. We lose a tough. When we lose a tough, we draw a card. Into Marvel Girl. We'll exhaust a Organic Steel to get that tough back. And let's see. We get our encounter card, which is Okay, that's fine with me. He gains Retaliate and Stalwart. And I like this card a lot because it gives us what that extra one that thing that we need for the challengers that helps us not have to kill him as many times. So let's see what we can do here. Comes over to us. We're in Colossus. We have a tough. Nothing here gets rid of a tough. We could clear the area and draw a card. We could clear the area, draw a card, bring in Marvel Girl. Let's think. When Marvel Girl attacks a minion, we remove threat from a scheme, so that's not ideal. Yeah, I kind of want to bring Marvel Girl in. I don't feel like dealing with Blindfold right now. Kind of takes a lot of time. 1, 2, 3, and then I could just bring her in with mission training and beef her up. Honestly, yeah, why not? Let's do that. Let's bring in 1 and 2 to bring in Marvel Girl. We will play a mission training on her, so now she has 5 hit points and 3 thwart, and then when she attacks a minion, we remove X threat from the main scheme, where X is that minion's printed scheme. So let's see. We don't have any minions. What we can do, we don't want to get retaliated against with him, so we will use her to keep this threat down. This will come down all the way. That is fine, and then we can just use ourselves here. He has retaliate, which is killer, because now if we attack, he is going to ping a tough off of us. What I might do is flip down, because he did attack this past turn. Yeah, honestly, I might flip down, see what kind of cards I can get, and then come back with 2 toughs, and hopefully get a Maid of Rage and just knock him out in 1. Yeah, we're going to try that out. I'm going to flip down. When I do that, I get to get a card back in. Organic Steel is the move, but I want these Maid of Rages just so I can try to get rid of him. And again, the reason I'm flipping down is because he is going to retaliate. I don't want to lose my tough. So I put this Maid of Rage on here. We're going to shuffle it back in. I flipped down. So yeah, this might be one of the first times I never actually used my hero activation. But let's see what happens. We're going to draw 6 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then I would draw a card if I lost that tough, but that wouldn't end up doing anything, and my Organic Steel's exhausted. So we get a Strength, our Maid of Rage, Angel, Limitless Stamina, a Bulletproof Protector, Titanium Muscles. Okay, wow. Awesome. So this is more of what I wanted to see in our hands. So we come back over to Magog here. We get 2 onto the scheme. Marvel Girl ready's up. Organic Steel ready's up. Perfect. Okay. This is good. So we get 2 on the scheme. He looks at us. He's going to scheme. He's scheming for 1 plus, man, another 3. That is something else. So scheming for, oh my goodness, 4 again. But this doesn't pop, thank goodness. So this is up to 6 out of 10 now. Man, oh man. And then we get our encounter card, which is another obligation. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. It has peril. So it brings in an extra encounter card our next turn. We have to discard 3 cards from our hand, and then pick myself. I draw a card. Okay, so I would have to discard 3 cards, which could be Angel, I guess Bulletproof Protector. No, that discarding tough statuses helps us draw a card. Maybe we just hang out and keep getting that extra encounter card, because I don't want to lose any of this, really. So I would attack once. We could put our Titanium Muscles. Oh man, our next turn coming up here is too good to... Yeah, you know what? We're gonna... I thought I like this hand way too much. Give us the extra encounter card. I don't care, Magog. You can... we'll see what happens. I do not want to get wrecked because of that. Because we are losing one. Because then I would lose... I'm just talking to myself here. 1, 2, 3. Discard 1. We at least get our titanium muscles and that. We just don't get to get our extra stuff. Yeah, well, I'm going to be lame here. Get rid of the 3. We're going to get rid of this. And then we're going to draw a card. And that's going to be more resources. Okay, that's fine. So we're going to flip up to Colossus. We're going to thwart for our 3 with Marvel Girl. She goes up to 2 damage. This goes down to 3. And then what else can we do here? So we get another tough status. So we're up to our 2 tough status cards. We will swing to do a Maid of Rage. Yeah, well, we might as well get down to the titanium muscles. Oh, that's right, and that generates resources for each tough status on him, but we don't have anything to pay for. We're going to swing for our 3. We're going to discard a tough. That draws us a card. We are going to use Organic Steel to bring our tough back. Okay, so that drew us a card. We drew into an armor up, but we are also, as we're playing this attack, we're interrupting and we're discarding a tough, which draws us a card into Steel Fist. Okay, that definitely still works. So we're attacking for 6 plus 3. So now we're attacking for 9. That takes out Magog. And then that will get us an encounter card, set his hit points back up to 10. Knocked him down, and then we get 4 because of his Jolt of Adrenaline onto here. So this is going to go up to 7. We're going to flip up. This goes up to 7. And then when this happens, the Surprise Contender comes out. I think we already saw him. So let's see. Surprise Contender, yep. So Surprise Contender comes in. He has Villainous, 7 health, and 2 attack. Let's see. So we do have our Steel Fist. We only need to take out Magog one more time and we win. So this Steel Fist is going straight to Magog. I could generate a resource with titanium muscles. Oh, I'm going to be discarding a tough to do that. Okay. I could just deal the 2 damage and hang on to the tough. Oh, but then I'd be stunning Magog anyway. Let's think. Yeah, that works. Whatever. We'll see what happens. I'm going to actually generate this 1 with my fist resource and use my armor up to play a Steel Fist. We're going to deal 5 to Magog. Oop. He goes down to... Went the wrong way here. He goes down to 5 health. And then what else can we do here? He goes down to 5. I will discard this stuff because why not? That'll get us to draw a card into... Sweet. Ironheart's going to come out. So Ironheart comes out and he is stunned and confused. And that was our Steel Fist. And then we will use these 2 to bring in Ironheart, which draws us a card into Honorary X-Men. I will... 1, 2, 3, just in case. We'll see. I will attach this Honorary X-Men to Ironheart, just so... Yeah, why not? Oh, I was thinking he still had Retaliate. He doesn't. So yeah, I'm going to swing and attack Magog for 1. Ironheart takes a damage. She will have 1 on her out of 3. And then that works out. We're going to ready everything up here. And then we just have to survive one more turn here, and we have the win. So, goes over to Magog. We add 2 onto here, so this is up to 5 out of 10. Magog will go to attack us, but he's stunned. Surprise Contender will attack us, and he has Villainous, so he's attacking for 2 plus 1, so he's attacking for 3. I don't have any toughs, but his is whenever he damages any character, he places 1 counting, so we'll just take the damage and go down to 11 with Colossus. And that is a-okay. So now we get our 2 encounter cards. Our first one being Stage Fright. So we are confused, and we place 2 threat on the main scheme, 4 if there are more ratings on the challengers, and then on the champions. There are. So we're placing 4 onto the main scheme. Hoo-wee. So that goes to 9 out of 10. No worries there. Come on. Here's 6. Trying to find my 3s. There we go. 9 out of 10. That saved our butt, that under surveillance. And then we get our next one here. And that wasn't a thwart, yes, because he was confused. Our next one is another obligation. Increase the cost to play each of our upgrades by 2. That's okay. Alter ego action, discard an upgrade. Okay, so our cost to play each upgrade goes up by 2. We're not looking to play upgrades. I forgot to draw my hand. Whoops. So we're going to draw 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? Yeah, I forgot to draw my hand. That gives us an armor up, a skilled investigator, a Professor X. At least we get a Shadow Cat. Okay, thank goodness. Alrighty. So all we have to do is deal 4 damage to Magog. Let's see. We will... Now we have the win here without Shadow Cat, but we'll swing with 2 or 3 with Colossus. That brings him down to 1. And then we'll let Shadow Cat come in and finish it off. We'll just pay these 3. Or we'll put a skilled investigator down. Oh, we don't have a tough. We'll pay these 3 to throw in Shadow Cat, and she'll come in and kick him, knock Magog down, and we have the win. So yeah, thank you very much for joining and watching along. We'll see you next time.